pupils, how are you? Nice to meet you. Let's start our lesson today. Are you ready? Open your books and open your copybooks. Take your pens. Today's theme is reading and types of questions. Now, before starting our lesson, we'll revise our listening task. As you remember, our previous lesson, I explained you listening strategies, yes? Here, you may see listening question types. How many listening question types do you remember? Okay, yes, great. Now let's revise. It was multiple choice questions, matching questions, completion questions, short answer questions, sentence completion question, then the last one, labeling questions. I hope you have learned all these rules. So, today we'll continue with reading task because after listening one, you will be needed reading task also. Because if you want to enter the foreign universities, you will need IELTS score, IELTS result or SAFER results. That's why in IELTS or SAFER, you will have 4 comprehensions, yes? Listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So after listening, we'll move to reading task. Reading strategies. How many reading strategies do you know? You are right. This is skimming. Next one, scanning. Guessing unknown words. Time management. So, did you copy out as quickly? Because step by step I will explain you what is scanning also. Now, what is skimming? Pay attention. Skimming is how we can skim. First one, read the introduction. 3, read any headings and subheadings. 4, notice any pictures, charts or graphs included. 5, read the first sentence of each paragraph. 6, glance at the remainder of the paragraph. 7, read the summary or last paragraph. Let's move another rule. What does it mean, skimming? It means skilled readers quickly get the gist, understand the main idea of the passage by using speed reading, sometimes called skimming. They glance quickly at titles and headings to identify the general topic. Okay, so here let's go. How to skim? Read the first paragraph attentively to get an idea of what will be discussed in the text. And 2, read the first and sometimes the second sentence of each paragraph. They give the main idea of paragraph. 3, after you have read the first sentence, your eyes should drop down to the end of the paragraph, looking for important pieces of information such as dates and names. So, the first one, read the last paragraph attentively as it may contain the summary. So, here is the example, the picture. You should first read attentively the first and the last paragraph. This one is first, this is last one. And here is the body one. You may just read only first sentence and drop to the end and looking for the keywords. Okay? So, next one. How can we scanning? Scanning will be like this. For example, you will be given the text, what is capitalism? So, you may just look through the social system. It means the synonym. So, next one, capitalists. And for specific words is profit here. Now, reading strategies. What does it mean, reading strategies? Effective scanning begins with careful study of the question. What information do you need to find? A person's name, a year, a cause, an effect, Are there any names or technical vocabulary in the question that will surely appear in the passage? So, dear pupils, what you should pay attention? Of course, you should pay attention a year, person's name, cause, and effect. Let's move. So, our next strategy is guessing unknown words. How do you know unknown words? How you can guess? They will be a vocabulary you have never seen before in the reading module. The test writers deliberately place uncommon words in the passage to test if candidates can figure them out using contextual clues. These contextual clues can include a definition, a paraphrase, elsewhere in the text, collocating words or word parts like prefixes and suffixes. And the last our reading strategy is, which you should pay attention, it is time management. You should, by answering 30, as you remember, in our IELTS we have 40 questions, and by answering 30 out of 40 questions correctly, you can achieve a score of 7 score in the IELTS academic reading module, which is considered good enough to enter most universities in the world. The lesson here is, don't spend too much time on the 10 most difficult questions. It is more important that you allow yourself time to answer the 30 easiest questions and give the remaining 10 your best guess. As a general rule, if you are still unsure of an answer, after 1 minute, pencil in your best guess. Move on to the next question and come back to it later if there is time. So, here is one more video file for you, and you should watch and note on your copybook.
2 useful reading skills that you will need to use when you're doing the IELTS reading test are skimming and scanning. So what do we mean by these terms? Well, skimming is what you do when you pick up a newspaper or go to an online news site and look at the headlines. You want to find out what's happening in the world, so your eyes roam quickly over the page to identify the main idea or ideas. You don't need to read every word to get the main idea. Also, with skimming, you shouldn't spend a lot of time thinking about unknown words. Scanning means reading a text quickly to find specific words or information, such as names, places, or dates. It's important to know what you're looking for before you start so that you can do this efficiently. Now let's look at some examples of how you can use skimming and scanning skills in the IELTS test. This is a short demonstration of skimming. Here's an article about a new discovery which may lead to a new form of pain relief. It's a snail toxin, and I just want to find out what the advantages are. So now I'm going to quickly skim the text and look for the section that talks about that. I'm looking for clues in the text. And here it talks about problems with current drugs and the way this toxin works without side effects. So that's where it talks about advantages. Now let's look at how scanning works. Here is a text about the treatment of wastewater. Let's say that you wanted to read this text in order to find out about something called BNR, or biological nutrient removal. What is it exactly? So now I'm going to quickly scan the text and look for this term. There it is. Now I'm going to read what it says so that I can answer my question. So, BNR involves the removal of organic matter and nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus.
Okay, now you have watched the video from YouTube about skimming and scanning. Now you have more information about it. Let's move another task. Here is a test about how did you understand listening and reading strategies. Now here is the first question. Skilled readers quickly get the gist, understand the main idea. Which one is correct? A, B, C. A, time management. B, skimming. C, scanning. Did you find? Yes, you are right. It is skimming. The answer is skimming. Let's move another. 2. A person's name, a year, a cause, and effect. Find them quickly. Which one is correct? A, scanning. B, skimming. C, reading strategies. Of course, you are right. It is scanning. Because you should pay attention to the person's name, address, and cause also. So, here is one more page. You should pay attention the reading task. And let's do the reading task together, because here is the example for multiple choice. Multiple choice, you should choose A, B, C, or D variant. Now, let's listen the text.
Finsbury County Library. Introduction. Welcome to Finsbury County Library. This information leaflet will tell you about some of the types, books, and other resources that you can borrow. Information about other items you can borrow and how many items can be borrowed can be found at the inquiry desk. CDs and cassettes. Music. Pop, classical, rock, jazz, blue, street, reggae, and operatic. Stories. Famous works, modern literature, children's stories. Videos. Educational, preschool, primary and secondary, degree level, adult. Film. Recent releases, favorite classic, children's. Exercise for all abilities, pre- and postnatal. Books. Fiction. Romantic, horror, science fiction, adventure. Non-fiction. Biographies, geography, history, science, travel, languages. Remember, April is library month. Find out more on 01997 179179.
Okay, dear pupils, now look at here, this page. Look at the Finsbury County Library text to answer this question. First one, the text is aimed at A. Librarians, B. Library users, C. Council workers, D. School students. Which one is correct? Yes, you are right. It is library users. Now, our second task. Second question. Here, according to the text, find true or false sentence. 2. Information is given about borrowing CDs. A. True. B. False. Did you find when you have listened the text? Yes, it is true. It's about borrowing CDs and books. Third one, which category of video isn't listed? A. Educational. B. Exercise. C. Film. D. Travel. Yes, you are right. It is travel. Fourth one, a telephone number is provided. A. True. B. False. Which one is correct? Yes, you are right. It is true. Let's move another task. According to the text, find true or false. We'll continue it. This text tells you where to get more information about how many items you can borrow from the library. A. True. B. False. Did you find, dear pupils? Yes, it is true. 6. Members can also borrow CD-ROMs. A. True. B. False. C. The text doesn't say. Yes, you are right. The text doesn't say. So, the last one. Which month is library month? A. November. C. September. B. August. D. April. Yes, it's written about in April in the text. Here we go. So now here is a variety of questions are chosen from the following types. Now you may copy out multiple choice first one, second short answer questions, fourth sentence completion, next one notes, summary, diagram, flow chart, table completion, choosing from a heading bank for identified paragraphs, sections of the text, identifications of writers' views, claims, yes, no, or not given. Next one, identification of information in the text, yes, no, or not. Given, true, false, or not given. Classification. Last one, matching lists, phrases. Now here is also one of the important question activities, multiple choice questions, matching questions, sentence completion, true, false, not given, yes, no, not given, short answer questions. Dear pupils, I hope you have copied out all these rules. Here is multiple choice. I have taken this one because it's very important one. In every part you may come up to this multiple choice reading. Multiple choice questions asks you to choose the correct answer from 3 or 4 proposed answers. This type of questions looks like this on the question paper. Choose the correct letter A, B, C, or D. Write the correct letter in boxes on your answer sheet. So, useful information about multiple choice questions. Questions follow the order of the text. Questions repeat keywords or the synonyms from the text. I think you understood how to choose multiple choice. Now, answering the strategy. Read the first question and underline the keywords. Next one. 2. Read the text from the beginning, simultaneously scanning it for the information that relates to the question. 3. Once you found the keywords or the synonyms in the text, look for the answer. It should be somewhere close. 4. 1. You have found the answer. Read the next few lines of the text to make sure that it is correct. Also, reread the question. So, the last one is you should pay attention to the answering strategy. Repeat this strategy with other questions, but now read the text from the place where you stopped the last time. If you prefer another strategy, you can use it too. So, our dear pupils, lesson was about reading strategies. What kind of reading strategies do you know? Yes, you are right. It was about scanning and reading strategies also we talked about, and question types also. How many question types they have? You are right. Now you should learn by heart all these rules because it will be easy to find all these reading questions and answers. Here is your home assignment. First one, learn the rules. 2, do the reading tasks, exercise 1 and 2, page 106 on your book, textbook. Dear pupils, don't forget to wash your hands. Goodbye.